Hey, what's up, y'all? So, Seth and I are currently in the historic Michigan Theater. This place is known for being one of the many epic movie palaces of the 20s or 30s. Also, obviously, musicals and operas are probably done here as well. Yeah, I've seen pictures of this online, but never had the opportunity to see it in person. So this is super cool. So yeah, this is the Michigan Theater. Just got my eyes, is it dilated or it's dilated, right?
Yeah.
And proceeded to hop on Twitter and say my eyes were diluted, because that makes sense. And we're
So you're going to Five Guys and that's it?
Yes. Do you want Five Guys or do you want to get Wendy's?
Yeah. At this point, I don't care. I don't eat Wendy's hamburgers.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Why?
It don't taste good to me.
You used to love Wendy's.
Yeah, I get tired of getting sick off of stuff.
Wendy's, if you ever want to give me a brand deal, I don't agree with her. I think your sandwiches.
I get a fish, but I ain't getting any burgers.
No, we can go. Well, Five Guys is obviously better. I'm just saying, if y'all ever want to give me a brand deal, just know that I love your food. It's not better than Five Guys, but it's still good.
Fries for you, right?
Yeah.
Ready to do?
The machines. Mom, they have a Coke lemon. A Coke lemon.
Oh yeah, they got all these new ones. You didn't know that?
I didn't know that. I'm gonna do that. Do I do cherry? Is that too basic? Let me see what other flavors they have. All right, what's up, y'all? I'm gonna try to vlog with that. Whenever I vlog, within I live downtown, but when I walk into the downtown area, it's just flooded with people. And people tend to stare, because it's not like Los Angeles, where you see people with vlog cameras everywhere. People just why is he talking to his phone? I mean, because I'm grown and I pay my taxes and I can do whatever the hell I want to, because I'm an adult. If I want to talk to myself, I can do it. Anywho, so my pupils are still dilated. I took a nap and I thought that would help, but then I got up and I looked in the mirror and see people everywhere. Go home. I'm terrible. Anyway, pupils are still as wide as the day is long. And so I put my little sun protection device that my eye doctor gave me. Yeah. So on my way to therapy, so I can talk to my therapist about all of the struggles and turmoils of my life. And I brought a book along, Inferno. Now, for anybody that has watched me for a while, you probably know I've been reading this book literally since the crucifixion. You see, it hurt to say that because I'm that seems like a really bad joke. I might cut that out. I probably won't. I've been reading this book for a while, and it's because I read books very slow. And I took there's 2 or 3 years where I just wasn't really reading anything if it wasn't a textbook, because reading just made my brain hurt, because I was already reading 10, 20 pages for class. So now that I'm no longer doing that, I'm reading for fun again. I just finished Simon versus the Homo Sapien Agenda, the book that inspired Love, Simon, and I watched the movie last night. Interesting comparisons, very big differences. I'll probably make a video about that. But when I finish Inferno, I don't know if many of you should know, there's a Tom Hanks, what's her name that was in The Theory of Everything? I forget her name, but she played Sienna Brooks, and the movie version directed by Ron Howard. So I'm going to watch that. So my goal is to finish this before the month is over, watch the movie, and then I'm going to my holiday season book, which is my book for November and December. I'm going to read Find Me, which is the sequel to Call Me By Your Name. And yes, if you're wondering, I have read Call Me By Your Name. Amazing book. I also seen the movie. At first, I didn't like the movie because I was like, there were so many there's a good number of differences. But I've since fallen in love with it. So I'm not gonna blab on for long, but yeah, I'm about to head in. It's gonna be real fun, and I think I might make a video talking about how important therapy is to me, especially the fact that I didn't start going to therapy until I was like an adult, and not even like a legit adult, like paying my own bills and living in my own house. And being able to sort of make that tough decision of I need to do what's good for me, and I need to, help myself. I need to wake up and be like, hey, you're going through something, you need to talk to me. People don't know how to drive in the city of Detroit. You need help, and you need to talk to preferably a professional about it. I think one thing that really, really helped me was the podcast The Read, because they talk really openly about mental health, and they implore people to seek professional help. So I did that. So shout out to The Read, and shout out to my therapist. I'm not going to tell you who he is because I don't want y'all to be hip on it, because then y'all start going, and then I'm going to start seeing y'all, and I don't want y'all there because it's my therapist. But yeah, so I'm going to stop vlogging because everybody keeps looking at me like they've never seen a nigga looking at a camera before. So I'm going to put it down, but I'll talk to y'all later. All right, bye. I'm not ever come that shine, step into the light, shine. So Harry Styles' new single just came out, and I just, I have to, it's Harry Day. I have to stand. I had a tour shirt. Yes, I did go to the tour. That's right. I have to stand. Anywho, that's not why I'm recording this. I'm recording this because there's a lot of missing footage that I didn't take the past 2 weeks. So here is me sort of filling in some plot holes for y'all. Alrighty, so first things first, I'm not giving her clout. Iggy is not getting any praise on this channel. So I went to Little Caesars Arena for my first ever Red Wings game. I'm about to insert the video in a second. But yeah, my friend Zach and his family had tickets, and they invited me. I've been to a Lions game, I've been to a Tigers game, I've been to a Pistons game. Never been to a Red Wings game, so I got to go to my first hockey game. And here it is. Speaking of hockey, this was a bit of a sad sort of realization. Weirdly enough, I live downtown, but I don't I live down here, and I've spent my entire life, in the Metro Detroit area, in the past 2.5 years in the city. So I don't really explore that much unless I'm, hanging out with friends or showing friends around that aren't from the city. So I didn't realize that Joe Louis was all but gone. I knew they were tearing it down, but I didn't realize they had done, they're pretty much almost there. They're almost finished getting rid of it. So here's some pictures from that very sad moment when I realized Joe Louis is almost gone. And Joe Louis has a bit of a special place in my heart, because the first time I ever went there was for How Sweet the Sound. It was this huge gospel competition tour that Donna Lawrence and Donnie McClurkin, I think, and Marvin Sapp, Yolanda Adams were all a part of. And they did competitions in 6-7 different cities. And then the big finale was in Atlanta or something. And they did one here in Detroit, and I remember Burning Bush won. I think they competed twice and made it to the finals, but they won the Detroit competition, and Mosaic went and sang, and they gave us tickets to it, so that was really awesome. So R.I.P. Joe Louis. All right, here we go. Last ride up. This is from me heading out of my job. As you all know, I talked pretty candidly in the last episode about being laid off and what that kind of felt like, and sort of dealing with that with the concussion happening around the same time. So this was my final ride on the elevator to drop off my keys and pick up my stuff and move to the next chapter in my life. Then we come to this. Zach is an amazing actor, and he's been doing way more work in the city than I have. And he was a part of the Goblin, I think it's the Goblin King Players, their Shadowcast production of Hocus Pocus. So very similar to, like, you know, a Shadowcast of Rocky Horror. They like reenacted the movie like in front of the movie in front of the screen. It was at the Retford Theater. It was packed. It was so awesome. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Zach was amazing. He took on like 5, 6, 7, probably a million different roles because he's amazingly talented, and he did an awesome job. So it was really awesome going out there and supporting him with that.